Hey people, Positive Paul. Hope my friends around the world are doing well today. Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025. And there's something that I'm going to present, and without a doubt, it raises questions concerning the alien presence on Earth, their ability to somehow worm their way in where they are able to infiltrate humanity by mimicking their traits, but moreover, being able to blend in with other humans, to, I guess, put it bluntly. And this has been relegated to the conspiracy theory realm, where anybody that approaches this is just, they're out of their mind. They're crazy. Now we know after 2020, they recalibrated something with their AI system and how their messaging, their dissemination of information works. And, been hard pressed to see some of the more obvious shape shifting some of us have noticed within the legacy media, social media. And you don't really see it anymore because, like I said, they've been able to recalibrate. And look, they don't want people pointing this out, but their damage control program, bar none, there's enough social media frauds to turn it in, to sensationalize it as if it's only in the movies. But again, I don't see anybody tackling this issue. There's one person who stands out, and that's Offshoot. She presents the information in a more logical fashion, but in a mature sense, where what you see on social media is the childlike behavior. And really, this is one of the most important issues of our time. So what I'm going to do, because I know I promised I wasn't going to do it again, but this is too good to be true, that somehow, as always, I can keep it fresh. And within the past, 3 weeks, I have President Trump on 3 separate occasions, with all his bluster and being a bully and telling everybody how America is not going to get ripped off anymore and tariffs here and war here. He's been caught lying more than on one occasion. And when these little fibs, which are some big fibs, occur, some strange things start to happen with this electromagnetic distortion, specifically on the individual, but everything else in the video holds form. So to date, no Hollywood cinematographer, special effects guru, CAD engineer, whatnot, can come out and say, yeah, you know what, this is why you're all a bunch of screwballs, and you don't know what you're talking about. This is the reason why this digital decay breaks down. And then, one of the dopey comment perps put, well, it's digital decay. Digital decay, this is fresh live footage. How could you have digital decay when it doesn't make sense? So, yeah. But again, folks, he's coming through those clouds, not those chemtrails. Stand by. Hey people, Positive Paul. And, okay, here we go, for better or worse. And, even if only a couple people are watching this, we already know what's going on, some of us. And as we sit and patiently wait for our blessed hope, this 3-ring circus continues. But we know about correcting the electromagnetic distortion on these hybrids, these freakazoid aliens, whatever you want to call them, fallen angels. Something to do with touching, generally in the face, whether it be the eye, nose, lips, mouth, whatever's going haywire. They seem to correct this by touching themselves. Now, this was the big speech, State of the Union, I guess, and, Trump is pretty smooth, but here he had an awkward moment where, again, I think he was bragging about something that actually wasn't true, about how great a start his administration, has gotten off to with trying to, I guess, curb the migration issue and deporting these so-called criminals, which, according to him, they're all the worst of the worst. But here, he has an awkward moment, and he does this weird thing, and it's the only time he did it, where he didn't. Some of us, we get an itch on our nose and we want to scratch it. Some of us have an itch on our face and we want to scratch it. But this wasn't an itch. He just kind of stuck his finger up there and pressed the side of his nose and then continued on. So you have that. And let's continue. I don't want to beat this to death. But we know how Mr. Trump likes to brag, and here he's bragging about these so-called manufacturing jobs that were, when he took office, a negative 111,000. But in the first 2 months, miraculously, they're positive 10,000 now, and he's bragging about it. And as soon as he starts bragging about it, this is what happens. And I don't know what to tell you. It seems like everything else in the video is holding form. Looks like his lapel pin is a little bit out of whack there. But again, why wouldn't this occur within the whole video? It only occurs on the individual, but the action sequence is generally when the individual is fibbing. So here you go. Take a good look. So that's the second thing. And this is all within the past 3 weeks, folks. Got to keep it fresh. Okay, let's go right here. Now, he also has this thing going on. It would be with his left eye, and I think I have it too, actually. But I think this concerns some type of crazy technology where every now and then you see the iris of his eye flash or blink, and if you're not paying attention, you'll miss it. But this does occur quite often, and I don't know if it's has something to do with anything, or it could be way off. But here's the other thing now. When he's bragging, okay, here he is bragging once again, and you know exactly what he does. It's the people that he's hired, and he'll sit there and tell everyone how great they are and how fantastic job they're doing. And then, of course, don't forget, meanwhile, he's lambasting all the people that came after him, too. And the other thing he does, and I don't know who told him this is okay, he brags about everywhere he goes or does something for a state, he brags about whether he won it or not. And he'll say, oh, we were up by millions in Alaska. Or, take your pick. He'll start bragging about it. But here, he's reading off of all these great things that this his nominee for U.S. Attorney General has done and it will be doing. But his eyes, I don't get this. It could be on the blink right here, but no. Watch. Now he's looking over at his Attorney General and the nominee, and this just I don't know what to tell you. He's looking right at him. You can see the electromagnetic distortion. I've done this with other people, these social media frauds. But here you go. Even down by his chin, all that. You get this electromagnetic distortion. Now here, it seems like you're getting the appearance of something getting ready to pop out of that little crevice right there. And this is what you end up with. So, you know, he's telling his well, I'll quit while I'm ahead. But there you go, Mr. Trump, looking a little funny after he's been bragging about all the great things he's done already.